Okay, so this is the third video from the chapter The Modern Empire. Okay, so there is a question: how are divisions of period meaningful in history? See, can you categorize each year as different period in history? No. So when a certain, like say certain centuries or certain years when put together, when they are comprised of an period in history, let's suppose ancient, medieval, or modern. So there is this question: how are these divisions of period meaningful in history? So if you get this answer, if we say that the life of the people underwent a sudden change when the Turks or the British arrived in India, then the division of period are meaningful in history. See, which means if I am saying, see, it is believed that with the arrival of Turks, medieval period was marked in India, and with the arrival of British, modern period was marked in India. Now, if I am saying when both these empires or the foreigners came to Indian land and there was a shift or there was a sudden change in the Indian land, okay, then I can say that okay, these periods are well marked or these periods are well categorized as with the arrival of British and with the arrival of Turks, everything changed. We have seen economy. If you consider about British, yes, economy did change. They levied so many taxes on tribals, on farmers. They started westernizing India. They started English education, they bought in railways, they bought all the new things to India. So obviously there was a lot of change. So when we are saying yes, there was a sudden change and then the change was very big. It comprised all these चेंजेस. सोसाइटी के अंदर चेंज ला पाए, वो इकोनॉमी में चेंज ला पाए, कल्चर में और पॉलिटिक्स को अगर उन्होंने बहुत ज़्यादा अफेक्ट किया. इफ़ ये बेसिक चीज़ें अफेक्ट हो रही हैं, सो वी कैन से ओके the periods are marked well and the division of the periods are meaningful in history. Okay, if you get this answer. But if our answer is no, then these periods reflect change only at a particular level. See, that is for sure. If some outsider is coming to your land, some or the other kind of change will happen in that land. So for example, if the change is very small, if the change is only in terms of economy, for example, a foreigner came to our land and he did changes in the trade policy. So there are changes in trade, but other things have not changed, like the society has not changed, the culture or the politics has not changed. So then we are saying that it is not complete change in period, it is just a change at a certain level, like for example at a political level or just as economic level. Okay, now modern period. So how is modern period described? Basically, generally, the 18th century is the starting point of the modern period. If I am saying 18th century, all the years of 70s, okay, 70s, 100 till 1799 will be considered as 18th century. All the years of 70s will be considered as 17s will be considered as 18th century. Okay, so with the mark or with the starting of 18th century, the modern period emerged. There was some key features about this modern period. Okay, like in when I'm saying it was a modern period, so there was a scientific progress, there was a lot of industrialization, colonization, as British began colonizing and the other countries began colonizing, as India was a British colony. Okay, and urbanization and or growth of cities. So these were few key things which are saying okay, now the modern period has started. If there was a scientific progress, industrialization, colonization, urbanization. Okay, and these features were basically or initially visible in Europe. Now there is this question: was the modern period really modern? Now if I'm talking about the years, and they are asking this question in context to India, like we are saying 18th century is modern, so 18th century in India means all the years of 17s. In 17s India was very backward, how can we say that it was a modern period? So that is a big question here. So was the modern period really modern for India? Can India be called modern in the true sense of the term during the time of the British? No. British treated India as colony. Okay, we were colony. We were just a small state for India over which they had their domination. So in the 18th century, we were the colony of India. Took away raw material from India, made India importer of finished British goods. So we were not growing. We didn't had any kind of scientific progress during that time. They were taking all our raw material. Also, they made India importer of the finished British goods. We have studied that, like for example, they used to take raw material. For example, they are taking cotton from here from India at a very cheap price. Then they are processing cotton in Europe and making finished goods and then reselling or like the finished products in India again at a very higher price. So the economy of India was on ruins. वो बहुत ज़्यादा decline जा रही थी, right? So can we really say it at that period India was modern? So no. So India at that time can hardly be at which time? When Britishers were in power, when India was colony of British. So India at that time can hardly be described as modern India, because historians call this period as colonial period. Okay, so basically they are trying to say, if some historians from let's suppose Britishers are marking our period as modern, does that really makes us modern? No, we were not modern. We might be modern in their language, okay, but we were not modern when we consider the situation of India. So this is how we interpret history. Okay, interpretation in history means आपका क्या नज़रिया है इंटरप्रिटेशन का. Okay, so it will obviously vary from person to person or from country to country.